push it the rest of the way. I don't want either one of those bumpers to rally each other. But she's out. Good job. Meant the truck.
Yeah.
But let's try it again. Why not?
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of oil pressure. All right, 50 pounds of oil pressure.
Stinky.
Yeah, she ain't running in a little while. There. Hey, sorry for the noise in the background, but yeah, this is a 223 out of a 1959 Ford F100. Rebuilt not too long ago, you know, some years ago, but very good order. Just test fired it a little bit again. I'm not getting any fuel to come out. Of course, I got a tiny little nursery tank. It's not really sucking it up, but there's an open vacuum line. These were like duplex kind of fuel pumps that are a vacuum generator as well, or some weird stuff going on there. But yeah, she had 50 pounds of oil pressure. Fired right up. I can't believe it. I just had to kind of bottle feed it because again, it wasn't pulling any fuel from this tank, but that's fine. That being said, I'm removing this motor, so I don't. This was supposed to be the wife's truck, as I've said before, but she's in love with a Goliath and has given me this thing. So we're going to, I'm probably going to move the cab first and then remove this. That'll be a lot easier than having to deal with that tail shaft. Yeah, it has a Ford O Matic on the back, so I would have had to get fancy with the cross members. It did bolt to this first cross member that holds the bell housing, but the rear, I would have had to fab something up, get kind of wild with it. So I'm not going to do that. I don't want an automatic. I've got the 292 that came out of this truck when I got it. I got a 4-speed transmission that was in the truck when I got it. All the clutches, everything is all together. All the cross members line up. The engine mounts. This has been my big issue. Is straight sixes had a central mount in 54, 55. You know, because 59 is a different body style. A lot of things changed. But there's a central mount that goes here that I cannot find. I've had a lot of old timers, a lot of people that hold on to this stuff and kind of hoard Ford stuff, and nobody has one. So I simply cannot get one of those. I've tried online, I've tried everywhere. I was going to have to fabricate one if she wanted to keep it with a straight six, because she doesn't care about going fast. It is a fantastic motor set. All right, so verified this still runs. That's awesome. They made it to a Ford O Matic. I do have a bunch of parts as well, like the transmission was rebuilt. I do have a bunch of new little seals or gaskets and stuff. I think the output shaft was leaking a tiny, or weeping. I'm not sure. But anyways, when I bought this whole union, he had just taken it out of a 59 that he was putting a 302 in. And he had used it for 20 years like this. He had a bunch of parts that came with the whole unit. It's a good runner. I just would much rather have a V8 than this. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up for today. You can see some more how rough this cab is. It's not the worst. I don't want to fix that. Not when I got that cab over there. So I'm going to start on this probably tomorrow. I'm just calling it for the day. We want to get this cab off tomorrow while the wife continues doing some stuff on the Goliath. Still ongoing. We just had a lot of stuff to crack. So yeah, I'm not going to scrap this cab either. I don't know. I have to cut out, I think I talked about it before, I need to cut out sections of this A-frame to weld into that one, or A-pillar, because those A-pillars got crushed or dented in. I really don't want to have to do that either. But this cab, it'll be harder to fix the dog legs in this and the rockers and cab corners. It'll be a lot harder to fix this cab than it is just to get that one to work for us. So we're going to start tomorrow, taking all the dash components out, steering column, pedals, everything else. I'm going to rip this off, see if, I got to take this friggin' windshield out too, so I don't want to risk it. I think I'm just going to have to cut this seal. It is rock hard. So I'm going to fight with that. I take little stuff like this out, this guy off, a little fresh air vent. Strip this cab basically. Move this stuff. I already taken out the rear window. The doors from this cab are decent. They're out back in storage, along with the front fenders and grill and all that jazz. I do need new inner fenders, but I found a nice pair that I'm gonna get coming this way. And then I do have the bed. It just needs to be redecked. Has brand new fenders for the bed, bunch of brand new sheet metal. When I bought this truck, I towed it home with this, and the bed of this truck was rounded over with new sheet metal and a bunch of new parts and everything else. So it looks rough, but the old man had bought everything. It has brand new grill over in that little lean-to, brand new grills, lower valance. The hood for this truck is fantastic condition still. Front fenders are a little rough up in the sill area where the hood kind of lays down on there, but I'm going to try to patch those up and save them. Got good glass for everything. I do need a fuel tank. Maybe that one's salvageable. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it. But, it has brand new running boards as well. I got tons of new sheet metal. It's just, it ran out of time last year to really start putting this thing together. This is about as far as I got. I put that motor in. And that's about as far as we got. I took the drive shaft up so I could have it cut down and never got around to it. And I'm glad I didn't, because now I'm putting that 292 back in it. So, yeah, tomorrow, stripping this cab. Gonna try to take this cab off. Michael has a tractor. Should be able to pick this up, set it over there on some pallets, and then I'm gonna try to set this cab on it, just to get it off of its pallets and start bolting stuff together, because I'm sure I'm gonna have to buy a lot of hardware, because the original mounts for this cab are totaled. So maybe I won't do that yet. Maybe I'll get the parts coming first. I gotta cover this engine up, cover some more stuff up, take care of some tools, move some tractors, and we'll hit it again tomorrow. Move this forward. oil. I love oil. Unless it was already loose to begin with. But boy, I thought I was gonna fight with this. Have to put heat and everything. There we go. Oh. Alright, I gotta get something for the back. Use the camera to see that bull.
You know when I keep my glove. Okay, but come here first. From that post.
There we go. Look at that.
That's all there is there.
Go on to for the next one. There. Ow. Stuff to beam your head off of.
Snake. How big is snake?
Oh, they don't bite here.
Oh, that's Fang. He won't bother you.
I don't want to bother.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Fang Senior is about the size of that brake handle. Fang Senior is about that long. About that big around.
Do you want me to hate snake?
No.
They're fine, Nathan.
That thing won't bite you. If that bites you, you know how bad it's gonna hurt?
How bad?
Like a couple of mosquito bites. When
Oh, I
I'm talking.
hate mosquito bites.
When you'll get over it.
I'll get that one from the top.
And it's a lot faster than a shovel.
Huh?
Oh, one more.
All you do.
That little guy.
It would be a lot faster than a shovel. A shovel, you're gonna sit. Hey. And when you come across these things, they don't hurt. They're worms.
I know that.
They won't hurt. Put them in, I got it. Any one of them. Just drop them in there. They'll find it all place around.
Not the closest one. Put it the furthest one away.
To go over the base.
Grab that chair.
Ibuprofen is not working. Be on a low plane, go around the meatballs in the shovel. Well, I know you don't want to work too late today. You want to be able to go home, get before you go to work in the morning.
these cab mounts, the brackets are. Cool. It's about ready to come off. It's a wrong card. There's no saving it. Windshield doesn't come rallying out of here.
Can't push the cab that way though.
No, well, we can move it.
Figured I should probably move my highlight chair out of the way. That might.
Okay. That's where we left off with the 54 today. Didn't have the camera rolling, show the cab coming off, but we just rolled it onto its back and then slid it off the side of the frame right there and ran it over to there. We're going to start slowly moving some other components over to this cab, and then get this cab over here up onto the frame. Once we go through and seal the frame, I'm going to do a lot more scraping and just general cleanup. That motor and transmission is going to come back out, and we're going to degrease, pressure wash everything, and then hit it with some good frame paint. Gonna get a good foundation as we start bolting parts back on. Remove some stuff like that battery box, probably gonna go away because I'll relocate the battery somewhere else. But that's what we got done with that today. It's just a frame now. I got the cab and everything else stripped off of the F100. I got that motor ready. I got 2 more mounts to pull, bolts for the transmission, the forward transmission mount. Pull those 2 bolts and that motor will be ready to pull out. I have it listed now. Hopefully someone wants it. And I did make the decision to go ahead and lump both my other 292Y blocks and associated I have 2 transmissions, a bunch of clutch parts. And kind of want to get out of the Y block game. Not really my thing. Not really that robust of an engine. I know people can make them robust, but you're looking at thousands of dollars over what you can build a small block Chevy or a big block for. So, and I'm a Chevy guy through and through. I like Ford, but if I got a chance to repower it with some GM stuff, I usually do. sorry Ford boys. This stuff's fine. I don't have the knack for it, you know. I'm not a Ford whisperer, I'm a GM whisperer. I'm a lot better with the GM stuff. So you gotta stick with what you know, and I know small blocks. So yeah, I think I'm gonna lump all the Y block stuff together. Someone's gonna get a hell of a deal, and I'm just gonna look for a small block, 350. Nothing crazy. Prefer manual. So we'll just go from there. I can get motor mounts for that to side, like saddle mount it. Instead of having to worry about the front end mount, that secondary cross member, and all the weird mounting locations. I can just go ahead and get the proper mounts and mount her in there and call it a fucking day. So yeah, we're headed home now. And thanks for watching. We'll have more coming up next week. Again, I just have the weekends really to work on this stuff, so we got a ton of stuff planned. It's just getting the time to do it. But hopefully the live parts will be in and I can make some moves on that. The wife's been knocking out the body work on it, so I haven't seen it a whole lot. I've been mostly wrenching on the Ford and this dually here. So hopefully we'll get that stuff in, and we're going to do some road testing, just driving down the road at least. You know, it's not ready for the road, but I do want to at least go through the gears, see what's what. Then I got to go through the wheel bearings, and I'm hoping the brakes are okay. I haven't dug into those yet, but that's a problem for another time. So yeah, subscribe or like if you want. If you got something to say, put it down in the comments. I respond to all of them because there's not that many, which is fine. I do appreciate everyone that has watched and everyone that's reached out with kind words or information, especially. But yeah, no, thanks for watching, guys. I know I'm kind of crappy at editing. The wife's going to start editing a little bit more. I usually just slam all the videos together and call it a day. I'm not big into technology, I guess. It's just it's busy work, and that's not a whole lot of fun for me. So thank the wife. She's going to be doing the editing from now on. I think she's tired of watching these videos back and shaking her head. So yeah, hopefully get them cut down. A lot of the quiet sequence stuff where nothing's really going on, get that stuff cut out, and I can focus on just wrenching on old rusty metal.